What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel, where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, put it on all, get notified as soon as new content drops on the channel. Without further ado, let's get into this one. So, as many of you may or may not know, Anthony Joshua has announced his new trainer, that he will now be trained by Robert Garcia. So, as some of you will know as well, he was announcing this Angel Fernandez to sort of be his trainer or working with him or whatever a little while ago. And for that guy, he's already been a part of AJ's team, but now he's going to have Robert Garcia, who's a very accomplished trainer. Just to name a few, you had Marcus Maidana back in the days. You had Brandon Bam Bam Rios, who was a come forward attacking fighter. He more or less kind of fought with his face, and Maidana also was quite the talent, a bit wild but very tough. Again, aggressive, come forward fighter. And of course his brother Mikey Garcia is another one of his charges that he's trained. So it's interesting news. It's got mixed reviews, really. I think some are a bit unsure about it, like myself. I'm a little bit unsure about it because with Robert Garcia, he's proven himself to be a very good trainer, successful. He's had world champions and everything. My only thing is that he hasn't trained heavyweights before, so he's yet to train heavyweight. And going into a fight like what Anthony Joshua's going into against Alexander Usyk, it is one hell of a task. It's going to be a serious task, and you do wonder to yourself. Of course, he's a successful trainer. He's been great and everything, but him not having trained a heavyweight and it being a fight of this magnitude where Joshua got pretty much embarrassed and schooled in the first fight against Usyk. So in a way, it seems like quite a big risk to be, I suppose, trying something new or working with a guy who hasn't worked with heavyweights. But on the other hand, it could work out very well. I don't know. I think it remains to be seen. And I suppose on the flip side of that, you could argue that, well, Anthony Joshua was that bad in the initial fight, in the first fight, that if he basically can't get any worse than that. So by adding someone new to his team, regardless whether he's trained heavyweights or not, it's going to be a positive rather than a negative. And I hope for Anthony Joshua's sake that it will be a positive. And yeah, for me, I'd say it's an interesting pairing. I think there was other names floating about, like Ronnie Shields was one of them. I don't know, did anyone float Jonathan Banks' name around? There was a few guys. He was going to gyms around in America. I don't know if he fought of Virgil Hunter, but again, Hunter. Has he trained any heavyweights? I don't think so. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, it will be an interesting pairing. Garcia seems very up for the job. He seems very excited about it. And from what they're saying, Robert Garcia is going to come over here to England, and he's going to be training Anthony Joshua somewhere in London, which will be good. I think it's interesting news. How well the relationship will work, we'll have to wait and find out. The fight was originally going to be in July 23rd. I think it was going to be on. That's the day I heard of. But now I've heard they're going to push the fight back now to August, and it will be held in Saudi Arabia, because of course the Saudis, no one can put up the money like them. So at the end of the day, these boys, they're going to go where the money is. So yeah, let me know what you think about this pairing. I think another aspect, just to add to it, that some of us have pointed out as well, I think Hatman Boxing also put this out, and I think some other guys, is that the main thing with Joshua is going to be the mental side of it. So You know, it's not just the physical training and that. This pairing is going to be a lot about Anthony Joshua's mentality and whether or not Robert Garcia can get through to him and can get him into the right mindset to be fighting someone like Usyk, because I suppose the first fight he looked a bit confused and you know he was befuddled by Usyk and sort of baffled by him. So this time he really needs to go in there with that sort of killer instinct and killer mind state where he's just coming in to take the man out. Of course, he doesn't, you know, you don't do that in a wild or crazy way or whatever, but he's got to go in there with that killer instinct and that mindset where I'm coming in here to knock this guy out. I'm coming here to rough him up and hurt him and win this fight by any means necessary. And he's got to be aggressive. And I think that's going to be a big thing that we're going to see tested as well. Anthony Joshua's mindset. Is his mind in the right place to win this fight? And Robert Garcia, you know, that's going to be probably his biggest job, is motivating Anthony Joshua and getting him into that killer mind state, back into that, I suppose, the roadman mind state or whatever he was in before. So yeah, because this is going to be an incredibly tough task. You know, some have pointed out also about Anthony Joshua's engine, because he doesn't have the best stamina. So yeah, they've got a real task on their hands. I mean, I personally think, to add my 2 cents, that Garcia should sort of get him fighting in bursts. You know, fighting in little bursts where he's not completely emptying the tank, but he's throwing combinations in bursts and, you know, roughing Usyk up. I think that at least is the right direction. So anyway, let me know what you think about this pairing. Anthony Joshua going to work with Robert Garcia. Do you think this is going to work? Do you think this is going to be a disaster? Or, you know, what do you think? Do you think it's going to be a good relationship? Or, you know, can Garcia get through to him mentally and come up with that, get him in that right mind state, that right motivation and that right game plan? Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. And until next time, it's MKO Pugilism over and out.